Greetings from my media source, everybody. I have been away from my collection videos for a while, and truthfully I have no explanation whatsoever for you. I've just been lazy. I get to the end of each week and I say, oh, I forgot to film on my media source video. And so come Saturday I either post nothing or one of my other kinds of videos. So, what I have for you on this fine Halloween weekend is a look at the Ghostbusters Collection. That is 1 and 2. Of course, I'm out of tape. It would seem that the spirits don't want me to film this video. But don't worry, because I ain't afraid no ghosts. So, I will... sorry about that. Just my camera having a little disagreement with me. Right, so this is just a quick one for you today. Because like I said, I am lazy. And this is really all I felt like doing. I knew I had to do one, but I didn't want to do a big one. I have several big ones planned that will come to you in due time. But right now, I really just didn't feel like doing much more than this. And then, of course, January 2011, you got the 2011 holiday video series coming. So, Ghostbusters. I mean, come on, it's Ghostbusters. Who doesn't love Ghostbusters? You know? I love these movies. I've grown up on these movies. These are essentials. You must watch every Halloween, at least the first one. Every Halloween. And, you know, just as much as you must watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation every Christmas. I can just I'll just walk you through them one at a time here, and give you my thoughts on the films as I'm doing so. So here we go with the original Ghostbusters. These are fairly old copies, but they are the copies we have, and I really don't feel like, I see no reason to upgrade them to the other editions that have come out since. Pretty much the only reason why I haven't bought these on the Blu-ray set is because they announced that number 3 is finally coming. Probably not next year. I don't think they can pull everything together in time, but hopefully as soon as 2013. And I decided, you know, I wait out for things. If there's a rumor that a series will continue, I will not buy the complete series set. Because then, guess what? When that one finally comes out, there's going to be another complete series set, and I don't want to have to update to that one for my other complete series set. So I hold out, and I wait until there's no rumors of any more movies. But right around the time they came out with new editions for these, the rumors started floating that a third one was happening, so that's why I didn't get the new editions. But this is actually probably, I'd say from like '99. This is one of the first DVDs. And it's also one of the very first DVDs ever that had like 3D animated menus. So when it came out, it was like, there's a photo of the menu right there. It was like, whoa. This is something I've never seen before. You never got this on VHS. Wow. It was really neat. So there's the back. Got features. And these are good editions. These are good editions. They got features. They got... The quality's good. You put these in an HD upgrader. It's great stuff. And you got your booklet and you got a disc. And of course the disc is covered with the famous symbol. The ghost with the circle and the line through it. I love that. And then you can take a look at our booklet. It's the same photo from the cover. And you've got a nice essay about the film. This is, what is this? This isn't Universal. No, it's Columbia. but I believe back in the day, Universal had a Ghostbusters attraction at their theme park. So they probably owned some of the rights to these movies, at least the first one. Here's your scene selections. And then, oh boy, it says you could win an original signed Ghostbusters sketch or a Ghostbusters t-shirt. And here you got all these nice sketches you could win. There's the order form. And there's all the information about getting your very own. And let's see, this offer expired let's see. Mail entries must be postmarked September 29th, 1999 and received by October 5th, 1999. Online entries must be received by September 29th, 1999. So I don't think it's still good anymore. They probably wouldn't accept it if you mailed it in. But, oh, see, here you go, because this was for 15th anniversary of Ghostbusters edition. So, yeah. Well, we never used this. So now it's just a nice relic. Just keep that in there. It's got some nice mini photos on there. And I go with the majority of pretty much everyone in saying that I like Ghostbusters better than Ghostbusters 2, but that is not by any means to say Ghostbusters 2 is bad or greatly lacking in quality. On the contrary, I think it's very underrated. Personally, I think Ghostbusters 2, visually, is a scarier film. I think the images that you see in here, of the monsters and the ghosts and the grotesque images, I think they're more frightening and nightmarish than the ones in the first movie. And, it's not like they lack in the humor at all in the second one, though. They bring the humor on just as much as the scares. It's just, the first one, it's the original. It was so new, and it still holds up. Both movies still hold up. And they're both great. It's just, first one's a better movie. Or you just like it better, I don't know what to tell you. They're both great. I love them both. Iconic scenes in both of them. The first movie, you got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man walking through New York. And the second one, you got the Statue of Liberty walking through New York. And then the one-liners that come from both movies are so great. Lines such as, "That's a big Twinkie." And, "Ray, if someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes." And, what's the other one I was just thinking of? Oh, yeah. I thought of... I couldn't help it. It popped in there. I thought of something completely harmless, something that could never possibly pose a threat to us. Oh my God, what is that? It couldn't be. Ray, what did you think of? It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. But enough quotes. Let's take a look at the second one, which takes place just as many years. This break between the two movies when they were made is the same in the story. And the great thing about Ghostbusters 2 is the very first title that pops up, it says, however many years later. And at this point, they're sort of washed up. No one's, hey, no barking! They've sort of lost business, and no one really likes them anymore, That's why the first movie, the tagline, "We're ready to believe you." And then by the second one, they're saying, "Be ready to believe us." And so there's the spine, and you got your famous Slimer. And Statue of Liberty, all that stuff. And my favorite scene from this movie is actually the courthouse scene. courtroom scene with the Sclary brothers. I think it's just perfectly terrifying and adventurous. And I'm sorry about the dog. And it's funny at the same time too. And of the first one, I can't think of my favorite scene from that offhand right now. Could be any number of them. I'll show you the inside of the booklet in a minute. Something I hate. There's the booklet at the front, and then there you got the back. Hey, child. Gotta love that guy. And on the inside. And here's what I was just scoffing at, what I really hate. How they sort of just photoshopped Sigourney Weaver into this photo. You have the four of them up in the Statue of Liberty, and then they just took some random shot of her and cropped her into the photo. And it looks really dumb. So there you go with that, and you got the essay again. And that's Ghostbusters 2. And the disc on this one is one of those awful double-sided discs that I hate oh so much. But it plays okay, unlike some. Universal TV show sets are infamous for having double-sided discs, so you can't play them in players newer than, you know, mid-2000s, or else they won't play right till the freeze screens. God, he never ceases to bark. Yeah, so there you go. Happy Halloween. Sorry for being lazy. There's nothing I can do about it. You know? Old habits die hard, I suppose. And I'll try and get to you with some bigger long-term things soon enough. Thanks.